Top morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku Was the Metaverse. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the What If. And sorry, I won't make any videos because I'm taking a break from it. So, if you start seeing me in uploading, that means that I'm thought of a crazy idea. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the What If. So, I am adding Jimmy into this What If, but mostly focus on Zuko. So, let's jump right into it. So, Zuko and Jimmy been born, and then at age of 3 is the Ochako who falls in love with him before, but this version of Ochako was different from the canon one, where in the canon, like the main canon storyline, she was too embarrassed. But in this version, she's more like focuses on, yeah. So, that stuff. So now, then at age of 4, it changed better for his sister, but not for him. And, yeah. So, he basically, they go to the court doctor, Zuko and Sumi, and they tell, oh, sorry. So So Zuko ends up basically, so Zumi gets told that she has a quirk, and she can become a hero and all that stuff. But then the quirk doctor tells her brother that he's quirkless, and yeah. So after that day, he got abandoned, abused by everyone, calling him quirkless, useless, everything. And so, but one day, he was just walking down the hall, like between the buildings, as he hears two villains, just two villains. They were both talking, like one, let's say Tim, and Tim says, or should I say, the first villain says, and no, I'm not talking about like Tim something, yeah. So the first villain says to the second villain was, where did you get it from? As number 2 responds, I got this from that high-tech prison, or no, high-tech lab. And they sure have a lot of strange things happening there. So then they looked at the device is that they stole, and the device was similar to Spider Man. So like so I'm trying to have it like the animated cartoon one. So like basically where the think of words. Yeah. Well, yeah. So basically the portal did open, or it created a portal, and it was sucking everything in. But then the villains were like, oh crud. And so they were trying to get away, but they couldn't hold, or they said, or one of them said, hold on. As they tried to hold on, but Zuko went and grabbed both of them and says, as he looks and he processed faster than you could say chicken nugget. So yeah, because Zuko actually grabs the villains and says, you'll be safe in here, trust me. And so he puts both of them in the closet so that but Zuko got taken and went through the portal, and the portal did shut off after he entered, and Zuko was in a white void, confused, scared, and all that stuff. But then the metaverse itself came, and first of all, in order to it destroyed him, but it also, or should I say from molecule to molecule, but he thought he was dead. But then the metaverse used it like emerging into Zuko. So Zuko was, when he came back to life, he's like, what happened to me? As he doesn't even know, but the voice, he says as this: you have been chosen to become the next metaverse. Metaverse? Yes, it's how we all live. We choose our own paths to wield. The only things that basically separates us is our own choices in life. and we have seen you do it many times before. And so Zuku's body didn't reject it because the metaverse actually forced his body to accepted it. So then the next couple days he did come back, and so when he came back after school, or actually during class, Bakugo was about to put a scar on Zuku's face, but Zuku dodged and kicked Bakugo out of a window. And then of course, Bakugo didn't actually die. He just yeah. It's like one of those Looney Tune gags where, like, he got hit on a tree. Or should I say, not what I'm trying to say, word it, but it's like, you know how, like, somebody's been over where, in, like, Looney Tunes, where they all, like, been all the way around, over? Yeah. Well, Bakugo was that. So then it bounced back as the teacher actually expelled Zuko from school because he actually didn't see it, but he was actually trying to offend himself, and that was as bad. So he was expelled from school through the entire school year. So when he couldn't go to any school, so he decides to be on the road, or be on the lane. So actually he moved, or actually he got, like, he left. Like, he went to some other country. Then he starts his training of how to use his powers properly. And so, a couple times he trained, he's using his own alternate versions of himself. So, like, he used different versions of himself, like their powers. Or, like, he turned into this guy one time, but then after that, when he went to bed, and he had this dream where he was and he destroyed everything. But now we switch over to All Might, or no, not All Might. I mean All for One and the Quirk Doctor. And so the Quirk Doctor decided to go to an alternate universe, and he stole Inko from that alternate universe. And guess which alternate universe that he picked? Was Doomsday Zuku's world. And yeah. So then so he ends up grabbing her, putting her in a tank. Did I forget to put her in a tank? I think I did. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, nope, that's not wanted. This one. Because it's all about... Yeah. So, this. And that is Inko. That's in the tank thing. So, it's like isolation. So, yeah. And I chose the background because my first thought was because of Anomu. And don't worry about the white little side. Don't worry. Yeah. So when Zuko... Or so the Doomsday part of him, like, because... Or should I say Doomsday Zuko could sense that, yeah. And so, yeah. Basically, yeah. Let me make sure that yeah. So yeah. Zuko was pretty much, and yeah. Okay. So, okay. So So Zuko was basically... So Doomsday Zuko asked the main Zuko, because he had noticed that there's a interference thing, and Doomsday Zuko, this version is different from, or was changed from the someone else's What If to the more of a, yeah, into like this. So he had to go back to Japan. So Zuko was not happy about it, but he has to because he feels like there's part of Doomsday Zuko that makes him still be human to save. As he tells Doomsday, you want your mother back, right? Yes. are due. Because as Doomsday Izuku never cries, but at this moment, he did. He had tears coming down his face. and, and so, yeah. The as Zuko says, or as Doomsday says, there's a part of me. I'm still human. But I will, as Zuko says, I agree. I know what your pain is. But go ahead and will help me kill all for one. And the court doctor that stole her Inko from your universe. Things. As he's not tricking Zuko, it's just he just wants to see his own mother back. And Zuko came back, but in the stealth thing. So the yeah, so he's been around Japan for a long time. So because he moved to the other country, and then he moved back, and but not even his own sibling, or no, not even his own sister or his parents even know where he went. They thought he was dead. But then, yeah, no one knew that he came back. So he was just looking around. He was just looking and seeing what or he did find. Is this a place? Yes. Let me at him. No, let me talk to him first. Then you'll kill him. Promise? Okay. If he does anything funny, I'll kill him. So then, agree. So he walks down into the villain's base where the quirk doctor is experimenting. A quirk doctor, as it says, long time no see. Zuko. It's a long time no see. You have changed a lot. You know? But I heard rumor that you stole an alternate Inko from a certain world. Huh. Nothing gets past you, Zuko. Who would be this one that told you that? Huh. Well, it's going to be a long story. But should I start with how I got these powers? as a tendril shoots out from his back to grab the court doctor, nail him to the wall. As he says, wait, you did have a quirk? I diagnosed you as quirkless. Unless... Let me explain this as to you. Crystal clear. You're not the only one that went through the metaverse portal. I was the first. I absorbed, or actually not absorbed, or should I say, the entire metaverse fused into my own body. I am the metaverse. And that's how I knew that you stole Inko's dead body from the doomsday Zuku's world. And he told me it. That you were the one, you monster. As he tells with focused eyes. He's focused as he says, you're the monster around here. The only thing that be so like monstrous would be you. As Inko's voice comes from the machine. As she could hear Zuku's voice from them, because the Quark Doctor transferred all of her consciousness and her soul into the computer before. So he did save her life, but yeah, but now she's trapped there, unable to yeah. So when she heard his voice, she believes that her own son came to save her life. As she tells him to calm down. As Doomsday Zuku looks at her, he's like, who said that? I did over here. As he looks over and he sees his own mother, mother's trapped in a TV, or in the... I know that you're, as the Quark Doctor says, I know that I know the Quark, or I know that Quark Doctor got killed by him, Izuku. Would you go down the same path as your alternate version? As Doomsday Zuku says, is with a darker tone, yes, I would kill you as many times over. Because, yeah. Because Zuko's pain, his sorrow, this is how I truly feel. As Zuko said, or as Doomsday Zuko says, as losing her is like a death of me. So when Zuko telepathically told Inko, the one that's in the computer, that he's gonna upload her into the thumb drive, as it, so he did bypass the explosive thing that bound her to the computer, because he actually disarmed it before and then uploads her to the thumb drive, and now she is safe. And so now her body, he needs over there. But as him. But every do not destroy him till after I take her body with. You fool. She's already dead. And you're trying to revive her. As Doomsday Zuko looks at him with sharp tone and grabs him before he even said it. You were the one that stole her from me. You monster. The alternate version of yourself shot her, and then you took her and you were about to turn her into a Nomu. How cruel is that? That's more cruel than anything. So, yeah. Zuko was basically, the Quark Doctor knows who it is. Doomsday Zuko. You who have evolved. Yes. I have. Because there is a... You tried to turn me into a most dangerous one. But now, yeah. So, Doomsday Zuko so the metaverse Zuko, the main one of the story, gets turned into the Doomsday Zuko. And yeah, he killed the Quark Doctor and destroyed most of the lab, like 99% of the lab, except where his mother's body was. So he opens it, he grabs Inko, as he says, as he jumps away, back to his home that was out of town, like basically in a different country. And he lands with Inko in his arms. Should I say dead Inko? Though, yeah, I know it's confusing. So I'll have a little like description of the one would say main Zuko, or no, main Inko is from the story, but the bottom one would say the alternate version of her is from, yeah. So, if you guys want more to, like, explore, let's dive a little bit more. So, yeah. So, after he got home to his shack looking thing that he made, and he sees, or he brings out the technology as he basically, Inko was sewed up before, like basically the bullet wound that was between her head, or like between, or like on her head, was sewed up, and so, but Zuko puts his hand right on Inko, and like basically healed her back up, or like rewinding her back to way that she was before. Yeah. And so the Zuko's pain grew. Oh. With enough pain. And so in order to... So Zuko actually did create a machine. So he puts it on top of Inko's head. Or actually puts it right on her. And the basically puts the thumb drive in. Ready, Inko? As she says, ready. As he uploads her mind into like basically he uploaded her mind into the body, back into her own body. And she basically gets up, or she wakes up after a couple minutes, as he had a plate of food ready. As she wakes up, she walks and then the upstairs, as she knows that. So when she walks up, she wasn't held prisoner, but instead, so when she got upstairs and he opens the door for her, and Inko sees the beautiful face as she hugs him, as she knows that she missed all that time together with him, as she basically, as Zuko says, yeah, we have a lot to talk about, But first, lunch for you? As she could not believe him, as she basically goes in, as she walks right in, and she basically ate the food thing. She can't believe her own son and still has Ling basically as he still had or so sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable, mother. As he says, oh, or she's like, oh, no, it's just, it's a lot. So should we get down to business? Yeah. It's been a long time since we spoke. Um, as they start talking, and he catched her up on everything that happened, as she can't believe that the Quark Doctor killed her and turned her own son into a monster. Her and the yeah. So he gets up, yeah. He walks around the table and he hugs her as as she knows that the she actually still loves him. And yeah, we have no home to go to anymore. As as he starts crying with her because he knows what he means. He means that Inko, um, oh, is like because as he blames himself, as he did hug her on, he did hugged her, and so as she knows that I wasn't one in control. My bloodlust was. As he cried, yeah, as they all. So, couple days have passed. Zuko, or so, the main Inko has not, or no one has seen him ever since a incident at the hospital where it was caused by fire here, and there was only one dead body, the Quark Doctor. doctor's decapitated head. Yeah, the Quirk Doctor's immortality was ripped out of his own body. As everybody's wondering, or some people question, why did they pick the Quirk Doctor? Why did they do it? Why? Is there an evil eye or organization that doesn't want quirks to be examined? As Inko, or the main Inko, is worried that the that same month they have video footage of the what the monster looks like, but because of the hair color was changed to white, representing, or he looks like a, where is it? 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 This version, yeah. Well, Zuko actually when so so at full strength, Zuko was, or they were having the same scared, like they can't, or Sashi can't believe it. Or as everybody's like, they locked their doors and they refused to go outside. The entire world. And there was a message written on the wall. But when Zuko didn't know that when or so no one knew that Zuko was the one that did it. Because as Inko was scared of the main Inko was scared, Aaron, of what happened to the Quirk Doctor. Because she remembered her own son, Zuko, she remembered that he was expelled from school, and so maybe he took his anger out on the Quirk Doctor too much, or... And so... yeah. So then, during all that time, Zuko, or so, a small little Zuko, and that has green hair, green eyes, with Inko from Doomsday Zuko's world, was just shopping. They didn't know that there was a monster out. So so he spends time. So Zuko actually, so the Doomsday Zuko actually, when the metaverse took away, or should I say the main Zuku of this what if take takes away Zuku or Doomsday Zuku's powers before, or should I say his quirks, and turned them into powers and made him young again and with green hair, green eyes. As he shops with his mother, as yeah, they so they bought food. Um, as they put, or as she puts usually, because he made a custom one called Inko, whom instead of using a K, it would be a C. INCK. Or no, INCO. Oh. So instead of INKO. Yeah. So then yeah. So basically, yeah. So no one knew about it. Let's see what our home looks like. Let's see what our, because as he did, or she didn't know that Zuku, or so the main Zuku that she's in the same universe with was, yeah. So then he teleports her and him back as it's so quiet. It's good. And the main, as he did tell her that the main, or this is the main timeline where where we were before. In our own timeline, there was a bunch of dead bodies around. Just imagine everyone was killed. And yeah, so Zuko, or so Inko, imagined seeing many of the dead friends and others came along the roads with blood spewing everywhere. Yeah. So yeah, they basically got home. They checked and they see their house is still in one piece, basically. So when when Mr. Zawa was like, "You two who aren't supposed to be out this late, there's a monster among us. Someone by the name of Doomsday is roaming around this area." "Oh, sorry, officer, or sorry, Mr. Zawa. You look familiar. Do I know you?" And Mr. Zawa asked Inko, as he says, "We haven't really met." I'm Inko, that's spelt with a C, like INCK, or no, I N, or no, INCO. And you know, as Inko doesn't even know that, and what happened. Well, there was a monster that attacked the Quark Doctor specifically, and it seems like it it hasn't gone on a rampage yet. As Doomsday Zuku, or Little Zuku, should I say, because I was like, oh, then we will have to head home. We we were living in, yeah. So we were just visiting. As it was the same Inko, but she's a lot more taller and thinner than the main one. Yeah. So let's continue this what if. So then everybody else. So when he basically went home, and she's like, man. And so Doomsday Zuku said, I didn't mean to kill him. He just had maybe a metal rod went right through his chest before, and that's how he died? Huh. Because I nailed him to the wall. Then maybe a wall would flatten him? Yeah, that's probably true. As he starts giggling, as, yeah, a couple days have passed, and Inko went and out to get some fresh air. Because the suspense of not seeing her son for or a long time. As so Zuku, the main Zuku tells Inko that version that he's gonna go into town because to get need some quality time with Doomsday, the version of myself. Okay? As, yeah, but be careful, as she says. As he did tell her, we will. Because, yeah. So then when he transformed, or actually he teleported away because his little sister, no, actually, when he went in, when he walked around, I'm just walking around. I'm just clearing my head. And as it's, and so then as let's say Dead Arms, or actually not Dead Arms, Mr. Ozawa was there, or like they all switch roles. And so let's say Dead Arms was there, and he says, "Hey kid, it's a school night, so why are you out so late?" Well, I'm just trying to clear my head real quick. Because the as the Dead Arms feels bad for the kid, I'll come walk with you. Okay. Have there been reports of any steals, like any machines stolen? Well, yes, that was a long time ago. The two suspects were yada yada. Basically, and both of them were in a closet. And I believe it was. Wait. As then Dead Arms realized, wait, you. Was it you that. Because I recognize your face from it. Yeah. As. Yeah. Sorry if was on the same. As. Yeah. Zuko says, yeah, I was. I was there. And I saved their lives from the getting thrown into that portal thing that they just randomly activated it. And but I got sucked in. And but now, how did you survive? That's what I'm trying to clear my head for. But now, I think I was the one released the monster. That monster from. Eh? But. Yeah. So, he was talking to Dead Arms. But then Inko was just minding her business, but then she looks over. And this is the main one, not the alternate version. So the main one saw her own son talking to Dead Arms. And she can't believe it. That yeah. As when he told Dead Arms about he's been having like weird moments. As like what kind of weird moments? Well, Sometimes I'm not even myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm someone else. Like sometimes I feel like Bakugo or actually he's sometimes I feel like the whole different person. I don't even recognize myself anymore. It's as Down says, so what are you? Well, I was myself before that incident. But then the after what the when I went in and so he says the metaverse ripped as he says the metaverse ripped me just like DNA after DNA, puts me back together, and it evolved me into, then it said, you're the next metaverse. You are the next metaverse. And the as he starts crying, as Dead Arms hugs him, or like he knows that the it must have been hard. Yeah, the quirkless nobody gets chosen by the a a living, breathing entity of the metaverse, or chose me to be the next entity of the metaverse. As he had so much pain, and then the as he tells Dead Arms a whole truth about the why, as he says why, can't no one see that I'm in so much pain. The and rest of you, um, didn't see him and or experience it like I have. And one of the main personalities of mine from an alternate timeline, the big monster that said doomsday on it, yeah, that was my alternate self. There's me as a main one, and then there's alternate versions, like how everyone's different from each other's. And as the quirk doctor stole the doomsday Zuku's mother, her name was Inko Midoriya. As Inko was hiding behind the tree, and so she's the main one. But when she heard the quirk doctor from the main universe of this what if took her, or so took the alternate version of her and was about to turn her into a Nomu. And she heard every word of, like, he. And so then when Inko comes out of hiding, as she walks up real slow and hugs him, and she tells her, no, she actually tells him the, as everybody, or as, and the reason, as he also said, reason why he wasn't attacking any other is because of his, he still had humanity. He still had humanity inside of him. And so, yeah. So, as a question, or so you're saying that he's not going on a rampage because he wants to spend some quality time with his mother, right? Yes. It's as, why is the metaverse so cruel? As he says it with crying eyes. Well, the universe is a weird place. Sometimes it's cruel, sometimes it's happy. But yeah. the yeah. But so then that happens. The Inko, the main Inko, came out of nowhere, hugs her own son, of how he feels that he doesn't even know who he is anymore. So, in order for, so both, so Inko alternate version was at home sleeping. She could not imagine how their home felt of my Zuku, who my yeah. So basically, so she was sleeping, and the main Inko says, "Is it true that you said that you don't even know who after that incident?" Yeah, it's all true, actually. I really don't know who I am anymore. I feel like I'm everyone at the same time. I feel like it's just, as Inko hugs her own son, because she had so much guilt. Oh, like she can't believe that her own son, after that one incident, And he has to live with the consequence of saving those two people. So Dead Arms actually felt bad for a kid. How about you should join UA and become a pro hero? Okay. So then as Dead Arms hugs him, and so when he went back home with Inko, the main Inko, should I say, main Inko, as he can't control himself. So when Asashi saw Zuko, whom he was like yelling at Inko, or he was about to yell at her, but then Zuko steps in as he says, or actually, a tendril actually shot out from Zuko's back, nailing Asashi to the wall. As he says, "You should not hurt my Howard," as you can't hurt, or you can't hurt Inko like that. As Asashi, Zumi, and Inko, who were shocked, the main ones were shocked by seeing it. As Inko, as Zuko says, it's as so then Asashi was walking, so when he figured it out, and Asashi realized that Zuko gained the power of the entire metaverse, or he is the metaverse. Everybody. So he walks up, but instead of yelling at his son for like slamming him into a wall, he hugs him instead. Because let's say that was the next day, Inko told him that, and as he basically apologized to him that, yeah. So so Zumi can't believe. So USJ, or no, not USJ, UA ends up accepting Zuko in Class 1A. And so Bakugo was like, he's still banned from or last school year. Or who is this kid? Hey, Bakugo. Long time no see. Zuku? Is that you? You're knowing. Why are you here? You're quirkless. As he calms himself down, as Ochako, or no, let's say Todoroki and Momo and the rest of them say that, Izuku's like, just relax, let me take care of it. Then get angry. Then you're quirkless. You know what happened last time that you threw me out a window and the teacher basically banned you from school during the whole school year. As Zuku's heart starts to and so get mad. As Zuku shoots a tendril out of his back and latches right onto Bakugo, holding him up into the air. As he tells him his own in his deep voice, he says that I don't know who I am anymore, Bakugo, but I do know that I'm Zuko Midoriya. You think with all your powers, you're nothing. You're worthless. As he tells Bakugo, he told everyone that their quirks are nothing. Because, this guy, he told them that because the Zuko tells him how he really feels about the reason why you don't know how much pain I've been going through. As Zuko is about to ready to kill all of them, but the Dead Arms runs in. Easy now, big guy. Just relax. Put him down. And and so Dead Arms, so everyone's confused of why Dead Arms is being super nice to Zuko. So Mr. Ozawa escorts him out of the area. As Dead Arms says, and you, Bakugo, so actually Principal Nezu heard about Zuko, and so Nezu actually tells Bakugo that don't pick on someone that is a literal metaverse. He is all of us. So you're basically telling yourselves that, oh, you're quirkless, you're useless, and all that stuff. Oh, wait. As Ochako realized, and even Todoroki realized that Zuko, who was his friend, or he's still friends with him, but he can't believe that he everybody or he can't or they can't believe that Zuko actually was the one who needs to be saved. And Dedon told them a whole story about like how and you students need to learn that no matter if you have a quirk or not, you always be a hero in your own heart. A true hero in your own heart. And yeah, Zuko is the pinnacle of it. He sacrificed his own life to save the two villains. Yeah. So then he called. So he separates his molecule thing, and he brings forth little Zuko, that's about 15 years old, same age, but he has white hair, or green hair, and green eyes. Or actually, he has white hair and green eyes. Is like that, but with the opposite. So, yeah. So he did call his mother, the alternate version, to letting her know that they accepted me into UA. And, yeah. Wait. So they're like, who's that new kid? I've never seen him before. Azuku just looks at Eraserhead. Well, I guess you have not seen me for around here before, first of all. He is called Doomsday Zuko. He doesn't look that tough, as Blood Hero says. As Zuko just gives him a stink eye. Eh? Like, really, dude? As no, the guy, or Blood Hero's like, what's that look for, by the way? Well, let me explain this to you all. I hope that you guys will listen to it. Of a whole reason why this Zuko, as he actually had to explain to Blood King about the alternate version of Zuko, whom his backstory to, or actually to the entire school, as everyone was like, some of them are shocked, some of them are like, they can't believe what they heard, and yeah, all the other stuff. So, yeah. And then and reason why our court doctor, yeah, and I also forgot that some of them even passed out. Some of them even keep their distance away from Doomsday Zuko so that Yeah. Except for the main timeline version, where, yeah, he basically was super powerful. Powerful. And, yeah. So, the theme, yeah. Zuko was basically, sometimes I'm him, sometimes I'm, as he's like trying to say something. But when Ochako, who wasn't actually picking on him, he was just, because she was so embarrassed at when someone else says that they, or makes fun of him, and also trying to say that, oh, you're hanging out with that quirkless loser? Huh. You're useless too. But in reality, she actually deeply is in love with him. Like, so deep that even, you know, but when he, yeah, so with everything in between him, that even, yeah, everything in between all that happened, Ochako sits right next to him and tells him that no matter who you are, you'll always be my friend and my. So, yeah, so it was near the future, basically. So now they're time skip to 18 or 20 to like basically both got married. And during the time skip thing, I'm skipping over the, first of all, the overhaul arc, but then after that, he says, or actually, because both Zukus were born at the same time in two different universes, Zuko actually had a gift for him. And he did go back to, or no, he went to the doomsday world where he left it as is. Like, basically, the entire city was, or the entire world was destroyed. But he used all of his power to bring everyone back from the dead, and also it like rewind it back to it was before. So the yeah. So then the alternate universe Inko and Zuko didn't even know that was going on. So when they came back, then the birthday thing, they celebrated their birthday. And Zuko was pretty much a powerhouse. So he tells her, or no, he tells them that he has a little gift thing. So they basically went to his universe, and they saw how beautiful it was. Wait, you brought everyone back from... Yeah. I used all of the power to do that, or not really use it. Yeah, as they're happy that the yeah. So now let's end this video with a thing. So after Zuko came back to his world, Ochaku did get married to Zuko and had 2 kids. And both of them, one of them, it becomes the next metaverse, or actually was born as a metaverse. And then the other one was the space and time. So, so the cycle continues forever. So, yeah, because when they reached, so when their powers were activated, then the the whole world got reset and yeah, that stuff. So please have it on infinite loop, please. Thank you and good night. Have a nice good day or good night, depends on time zones. Peace.